Ha ha! What is going on, crypto people? Freaking life is good right now. It's great to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. Andrew Tate, what in the world? I hope you guys caught Talk That Talk Thursday. Andrew Tate, give me a freaking break. Staking on Flare Networks is live, baby. Staking on Flare Network is live. How freaking about that? Ripple and his partners hit the top 100 and the top 100 for financial technology list. Important to make that distinction. Freaking, how about that? That is awesomely cool. Listen, I hope you guys checked out Talk That Talk Thursday late last night. I went a little in on Andrew Tate. I could have done a lot more, but in any case, don't try to come after the digital assets, bro. Don't try to come after the digital asset space. No, stay in your lane. My guy, stay in your lane. Anyway, listen, we're going to go with some stuff from X, some post from X. We'll get into that as well. What in the world is going on these days? What's going on right now? Crypto Eddie calling out Senator Lummis. What's up with Senator Lummis calling on the DOJ, the Department of Justice, to go after Binance and Tether? What the world? She's sneaky. Those guys over there, Congress, are sneaky. She pretends to be a digital assets space advocate. I don't know. I know she's a maxi. Excuse me. I know she is a Bitcoin maxi. That I do know. I don't know if she's a friend of the digital asset space as a whole. I don't know. I'm not certain about that. We'll talk some more about Senator Lummis as well. Generational Wealth Wednesday Mastermind. Get on it. If you want to earn money during any cycle, check out the Patreon group. Pretty cool hang. I share some stuff there. You're going to want to get that without question. We got to know what's going on in the space for sure. Pookie is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Pookie says, Siege, you might want to trademark Talk That Talk Thursday. I'm digging that, LOL. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. Miss Crypto Seas is showing me something, but what am I seeing? Oh, followers is growing. I love it. I love it. Miss Crypto Seas is building her brand online. I love it. That's what we do. You know, we teach people how to build businesses and how to build their brand online. What's going on, fam? That's what we do. That is what we do. So anyway, we're going to get into some stuff. The market is doing what the market does. Holy freaking moly. The market is doing what the market does. What's going on right now? What's going on with this market? I'm telling you, it's a fake out. It's just my personal opinion. I believe it's a fake out. And I'm basing my personal opinion on my guys, Data Dash, Gareth Soloway, and Benjamin Cohen. People who have not only the TA, but the macro perspectives as well. Now, a big fan of Raoul Paul. Raoul Paul believes we're in the spring. What is spring anyway? He believes we're in the spring. We're about to hit the summer. How long is the spring going to last? What is crypto spring?
Everybody's about to believe.
It's about to happen, right? So we could be things could be about to happen until about mid-2024. Right? So summer's not going to happen yet, in my opinion, to mid to late 2024. Pookie says, I'm still going blockchain backer. That dude, Siege. I hear you, my friend. Blockchain backer. Look, the preeminent XRP TA guy. I used to promote the dude's course all the time, took the course, bought the course, learned all kind of stuff from blockchain backer. So I'm sure blockchain backer is kind of looking at stuff happening sooner rather than later. That would be my guess. I'm still calling for net excess liquidity. Unless we get that, I don't see it in the market. Unless we get net excess liquidity, I'm just, I don't think that's going to happen until 2024. We shall soon see. We shall soon see, Pookie. What's good? Kyle T. Moore is in the building. He's a GW masterminder. How you doing this morning, Kyle? Good to see you. Good to see freaking you for sure. Look, I'm gonna cover this Andrew Tate thing. I should have did this yesterday. Andrew Tate tried to go in. He was trying to disguise it as he was just talking about people who bought JPEG NFTs, but he was really going in on the digital asset space. How convenient during the depths of the bear market, to go in on the digital asset space. How convenient is to call people who own NFTs nerds when the NFT space is massively down right now? How convenient. All right, how convenient to go after the space now, Andrew. Give me a break, bro. Give me a break. And button up your shirt already, will you? Goodness gracious. Anyway, we're going to get into the market. We'll get into that as well. Listen, this market is something. I'm telling you, fam. This market is something. Let's go over this stuff. Craig DeWitt, I thought, really covered what's really going on in the digital asset space right now by understanding the macro, by not being full of himself like Andrew Tate, and by understanding the reality of what's really going on in digital asset space, right? What's really going on in not just the digital asset space, but in the macro. In the macro, this is why I listen so much to Raul Paul, because he gets the macro picture, and he's another dude who's not full of himself, unlike Andrew. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's go over this market, man. Let's go over this market. I'm telling you guys, check out Talk That Talk Thursday. Recent edition. It was really cool. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to share the screen. We're going to go over the numbers. We got a lot to cover. So we're going to get into, oh, there it is right there. Let's go over this market. Yeah, looking at that RWA play right there. Canto, not financial advice. Your own homework, fam. Do your freaking own homework for sure. All right, let me refresh this, make sure this is good. Make sure this is correct. 33,000 for Bitcoin, right? Let's see. Bitcoin dominance. Where are you at, Bitcoin dominant? Yep, 51.2%. Yep. It was 51.9%. Remember, it's down to 51.2%. I said it was going to go between 51.2% and 48% for the next few months. Yeah, that's what I believe. All right, so it's refreshed. According to CoinGecko, the total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.29 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance is at 51.2%. Bitcoin is trading at $33,965 again. Ethereum is trading at $1,778 again. And XRP is trading at freaking 54 cents again. Listen, the market is just moving sideways, fam. It's just sideways moving. Remember, we can't forget that we are down from an all-time high of over 3 trillion in total cryptocurrency market cap. We can't forget that. Look, swing traders like my guy, Gareth Salloway, they're loving this stuff. Bitcoin's up 14% on the 7-day, Ethereum up 10% on the 7-day, Solana up 19% on the 7-day, Chainlink's up 42% on the 7-day. My guy, Gareth, is like, the dude has only missed 3 calls in about, I don't know how many years in digital assets. I forget. He told Rand Neuter, but he only missed 3. Like, I think 3 out of 700 plays or some kind of crazy number. 3. And one of them was Terra Luna. He only missed on 3. And one of them was Terra Luna. I don't even know if you can count that, really. But anyway, there it is, fam. The market is just doing what it does. Let me share. I don't know. I'm going to stomach through this Andrew Tate thing here for just a second. Anyway, let me know if you guys have heard this nonsense.
Today, we're going to talk about NFTs. There was a time when very successful, rich people were trying to convince me to spend millions of dollars on a JPEG. And they tried to explain to me that it's on the blockchain and it's one of one, and you can see on the blockchain. Who the fuck is checking the blockchain for my JPEG, G? Who cares? 3 million for a Bugatti, fine, drive the Bugatti. 3 million for a JPEG. People can just copy and save the JPEG. No, but my JPEG's the real one. It's on the blockchain. Look on the blockchain. If you go to etherscan.com, bro, what planet are you on? Nobody gives a fuck about Etherscan, checking the blockchain. Even if I proved, after all, that I owned that picture, guess who would care? No one. Only nerds. It was a circle jerk of nerds. And there was all these crypto influencers on Twitter. Bro, these are the worst people in the world. All these crypto influencers.
Crypto influencers are the worst people in the world. Yeah, you can name a couple. I know one of the bigger ones is going through some difficult times right now. Crypto influencers are some of the worst in the world. So the people who own NFTs, nerds, JPEGs, is all NFTs are just JPEGs. That's all. Listen, NFTs, bottom line, they're just JPEGs. If you listen to Andrew.
All unimpressive specimens of humans. None of them have done anything difficult to actually make money. You know, if you want to make money in the
None of them have done anything difficult to make money. That's interesting to me. You're talking about crypto influencers. Was that people with a channel? Is that people with a YouTube channel or Instagram account doing live streams on Facebook or Insta? Who cover crypto? I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm a crypto influencer. I guess so, huh? I have 2 businesses. He talks in this video about learning skills. I built a business, had somewhere between 75,000 and 100,000 customers, Andrew. Did you do that? What's worst people in the world is what this dude's saying. Worst people in the world is a crypto influencer. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a crypto influencer or not. All I know is I have a YouTube channel of close to 2,000, if not over 2,000 videos. No skills required in that. How about running a team of over 5,000 people? Any skills in that? Like, just because you own a digital asset, that means you have no skills? I don't understand this, dude. Like, I don't understand.
In the real world, you have to learn skills along the way. If you want to go from $0 up to $10 million a year, you're going to have to learn how to deal with stress. You're going to learn how to deal with people, how to hold meetings, confidence, how to manage staff. You have to learn things. By the time you get there, you're going to be a better person, not just because of the wealth, because wealth.
This dude just has pimp vibes to me. Just Kyle T. Moore, he just has pimp vibes to me, bro. It's just pimp vibe. That's all I get out of this dude. I'm a street kid, right? I just get pimp vibes from this dude. I don't get sincerity. I certainly don't get authenticity. I don't get a vibe that this dude gives a crap about people at all. At all. But anyway, check this video out if you want to do it. I'll put the link to this in the stream here if you want to listen to this nonsense. But I think that did I send that? Let me send that. I think Craig DeWitt really gets it right, because this Andrew guy goes on to talk about learning skills, that crypto is just gambling. That is just gambling, right? Now, no skills required because you're just gambling. Now, look, when I go to the casino, I play Ultimate Texas Hold'em. That's gambling. And very little skill is required. There's a little bit of knowledge, very little skill really required. People who play Texas Hold'em, professionals, they gamble. Are you suggesting that they don't have any skills? I'm just alarmed at the notion that people that own digital assets don't have any other skills, or that it doesn't require skills to participate in the digital asset space, whether it's DeFi skills, whether it's homework, doing your due diligence skills on projects, being able to weed out the not so great from the great. And I think Craig DeWitt really hits home what's really going on from a non-ego, self-centered. In this video, this dude's making fun of people who only have $500. And he's bragging about the fact that he spent millions of dollars on a car just recently. So, yeah, in the end, this dude just doesn't get it, and button your shirt up already. Button your shirt up already. All right, where's the thing from Craig? I want to share with you guys. Craig makes a very, very interesting point. Craig DeWitt, formerly of Ripple, now founder at Supermojo. I'm going to read this real quick. For most, betting on crypto isn't driven by ideology or greed. There's several generations. So he's saying betting on crypto. Remember, this is what Andrew was saying, right? There's several generations in the US that are increasingly forced to gamble, quote unquote. Aside from all the impressive ideology, crypto is the best casino in the world. 60% of millennials own crypto, and most of these don't directly care about decentralization, Bitcoin as a challenge to the Fed, or XRP for cross-border payments. But those are things. Decentralization is a thing. Bitcoin as a challenge to the Fed is a thing. XRP, the greatest digital asset in the world for cross-border payments, is a thing. All three of those things can change the world and are changing the world. So if you own ETH and you own Bitcoin and you own XRP, you're just here to gamble. You're just gambling. Do you see what I'm saying? Is right? You're just gambling. Instead, if you're a college graduate without wealthy parents and working in metropolitan areas, chances are that you believe you'll never own a house. You can't afford to have children. You'll never be able to retire. This is what's going on with the vast majority of people in the digital asset space. Remember, 60% of them, according to Craig DeWitt's numbers, are millennials. This is what they believe. That they believe they'll never own a home. They'll believe they can't afford to have children. They believe they'll never be able to freaking retire. Pretty bleak, but you're probably correct if you want to maintain something close to your current standard of living. The economic trends, despite the government and media promising everything is great, are full of pain that unemployment numbers and CPI don't account for. It's a textbook outcome of printing trillions of dollars without the corresponding real economic output. Compounding the spiral is it's difficult to convince the population the economy is doing well. While the government and media can heavily influence the public's perception of almost every other policy decision, you can't fake people's grocery bills. Andrew, why don't you look up empathy, bro? Try to figure it out. Try to figure out what's really going on. Pimp vibes. Like, the biggest thing that people forget is where it came from. You got to understand the macro picture, what's really going on. Anyway, he feels like, I feel like he should sit down with his parents and have an adult conversation. Citywide, while the government and media can heavily influence the public perception of almost every other policy decision, you can't fake people's grocery bills. The population can see the numbers in their bank account go down. Your annual wage increases aren't keeping up with real inflation. And your savings real value decreases every month. That's the reality for about 95% of the people, Andrew. People can experience that everything isn't fine And there isn't a clear way to bounce back like 2008. For the individual, a rational answer is to gamble. It's a known phenomenon during systemic stress. Let me know if there's an economic name yet. Just look at the intense level of investment speculation in the late stage Weimar Republic, or the top 3 recorded lottery jackpots that all occurred in the last 12 months. People see crypto as their only chance for a 100x return. But I don't think it's greed driving this. Greed is a negative term implying selfish excess. Like, I don't know, spending $4 or $5 million for a car. People are just looking for basic fulfillment of the American dream. And then isn't it interesting that basic fulfillment of the American dream is going to require 30x to 100x returns on your money? Isn't it interesting that that's part of the equation, really? Because they have screwed things up. The central bankers and governments of the world have screwed it up. So that having a gig or running a small business is not enough. Right? People see crypto as their only chance for 100x return, but I don't think it's greed driving this. Greed is a negative term implying selfish excess. People are just looking for basic fulfillment of the American dream. That's what's really going on. People want a chance to own a home, or have a chance to have kids, or not work harder while getting poorer until they die. Yeah, and I will add, if small business America is hurting, their employees are hurting. You're gonna have to fix the small business America issue that's going on right now, because it's brutal. It is brutal. So BlackRock's Larry Fink might call Bitcoin a flight to quality. But for a normal person in this environment, crypto speculation offers a flight to hope. That's the reality. Craig lays it out really, really nice. Interesting. I had this post for a while. He posted this a while ago. Not sure why I'm just getting to it. But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the like button. Appreciate each and every one of you guys being here for sure. Yeah, Craig kind of lays it out. I think it's really the perfect response to Andrew. I don't know how to button up my shirt, Tate. What we got going on here? Kyle Timor says, LOL, yeah, he has a whole course online you can take. Was on YouTube before they shut him down. Who got shut down on YouTube? I know. You talking about who had it? Oh, you're talking about Andrew Tate. Yeah. Right. Right. Andrew Tate got shut down. That's right, Kyle Timor. I wonder why. Is it just because he was poking the bear? Like, I wonder why. I don't know. I don't listen to Andrew Tate. To me, again, I just get pimp vibes from the dude. Pimps, in case you don't know, really, really smart people. Pimps put on an illusion of helping people, but in the end, they just see people as their minions. And then there's an underlying thing of abuse, really, if you really pay attention to it. That's what I get from Andrew. Pretending to care, but in the end, he sees people as beneath him, and he's got this abuse thing going on to him. Yeah, that's the vibe I get. So I don't listen to that dude. But anyway, so I think Craig kind of gets it right for sure. I want to share the fact that staking on Flare is live. I think it's absolutely massive that it is. But let's first cover Crypto Eddie calling out Senator Lummis. You got to give Crypto Eddie credit, man. She is the one. All right, let me see if I can share this. There it is. Senator Lummis put this out. When it comes to illicit finance, crypto is not the enemy. Bad actors are. I sent a letter asking the Department of Justice to finish this investigation and consider criminal charges against Binance and Tether after reports they served as intermediaries for Hamas and engaged in illicit activity. This is just politicking. You know, it's easy to hop on exchanges, and there are people who own exchanges saying that they're helping the Hamas. That's just such an easy thing to do. Crypto Eddie says, stick to minding buffalo. You've been nothing but wrong. 4 biggies. Bitcoin is the only commodity. Wrong. Lightning Network is safe and secure. Wrong. We just discovered Lightning is not safe and secure. Lightning is a disaster that needs to get better because it's not great. She agreed with Gary Gensler, agreed that Gary Gensler was doing a great job at the SEC. Meanwhile, FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, Terra Luna, Sam Bankman fraud, all on this dude's watch. He didn't protect one person. He didn't protect one person. And there she says right here, co-sponsored the Sam Bankman fraud, supported the bill, co-sponsored the bill. He co-sponsored the bill with the world. Not a great look. Not a great look. All right, let me just share this Flare thing, because again, shout out to Flare Networks. Public staking on Flare is here. Introducing Flare Stake, the tool to move Flare from the C chain to a P chain for staking. By the way, you have to have a ledger. Currently, you got to have a ledger. So your FLR tokens have to be on a ledger to be able to do this. Please note, staking is initially only available to users with ledger devices. And there's to read the how-to guide. And so here's the thing. Apparently, you can't do both. You can get the Flare rewards that come, the airdrops they're going to keep doing, but not the FTSO rewards. Apparently, it's if you have to kind of choose one or the other. I thought that you were going to be able to do both. Please make it make sense. Your state tokens are eligible for Flare drops, right? That thing we get every whatever months, but cannot simultaneously earn FTSO delegation rewards. So Flare responded, users can stake FLR and earn staking rewards, all while continue to receive the Flare drops, the airdrops for the 36-month, that stuff. However, they won't be able to simultaneously earn the FTSO delegation rewards. So you can stick with delegating your FLR tokens to the FTSO people, or you can stake your Flare, or you can do a percentage, however you want to do it. It says you can find more info about the FTSO delegation rewards and Flare drops here with Flare 101, right? So obviously this is how to stake the Flare. It's just kind of like a how-to guide if you want to do that. Public staking on Flare is live. You can now use our new staking tool to transfer your FLR from the C chain, where smart contracts run, to the P chain, where staking happens. So I have not done this. I am completely 100% staking all of my, delegating all of my FLR tokens. But it is available to do if you want to do it. And I think that's hugely, hugely important. It's a great job. Flare community has some really good stuff on, what's the difference, what's the API is going to look like, kind of how do you want to do it. So Flare community puts this up, delegate or staking, which has the best APY? I'm seeing this a lot since the huge announcement that staking on Flare Network is live. Get yourself comfortable. After reading this post, you'll get the full picture. There are many variables which dictate the APY for those who delegate FLR and for those who stake FLR. Let's start at the top. Inflation on Flare, since we're in year 2, is set at 7% per year. Inflation. This is the new FLR that is introduced into the circulating supply. And it shows 10% in year 1 was the inflation. Year 2 is 7%. In year 3, it'll be 5%. Sonberg's inflation in year 1 was 10%, year 2 to be 8%, and in year 3, 5%. Okay. Many of you are familiar with receiving FLAIR as delegation rewards for supporting the native FTSO system. These rewards originate from the FLAIR network inflation mechanism, but you may not know that some of the inflation is also used to incentivize staking. After FLAIR improvement proposal, FIP 5 passed, the inflation ratios between delegating and staking changed slightly. Here it is, the new validation reward distribution. FTS data providers, current value 80%, proposed value 70%. Validators, current value 20%, proposed value 30%. So what they did is they took from the providers, right, to increase. So they went from 80% to 10%. I mean, 70%, that difference is 10%, raised it for the staking to validators, right? So 70% delegation, 30% staking. In a hypothetical world where all FLR was utilized, signal providers performed and the 70% of FLR remained delegated and 30% was staked. The rewards would be equal. We know this is not the case. The main variable in the equation here is the ratio between delegation and staking. The more people that delegate, the lower the delegation reward. The more people that stake, the lower the staking reward. We can calculate the ratios at a particular time for delegation and staking, but this is something that is constantly in flux. Since staking just started, it's safe to assume less people are staking than delegating. As a result, the rewards will be higher until the ratio tips to a point where more than 30% is staked. The crux of the matter is pretty simple. There is no definitive APY for staking, as it is fluid and dependent on how many people stake. One thing I think is a safe bet, says FLAIR community, is that the rewards for staking and the rewards for delegating will eventually equalize over time. The APY is higher for staking this month. Let's go there. That action increases the rewards for delegation as more people move to staking. You get it? It's kind of what it is, right? It's a new thing. Staking's new. Percentage gains, percentage rewards for staking FLR are going to be greater each day. I mean, it's going to be better. But eventually, what's going to happen is people are going to come from delegated and they're going to go to staking. And since people are leaving, if you got 10 people delegating, and now that's 5, this 5 that stay are going to get more rewards because they're stayed. And the delegators that left are chasing the higher rewards and staking. That's pretty much what DeFi is, right? That's you provide liquidity, and liquidity pools is kind of like that first moves advantage type deal, you know. But if you leave a pool to join another pool, now the people who stay in that pool can get more rewards because they stay. And you have to do the kind of math to see, is it worth it to leave to go chase more rewards? So this back and forth will happen until equilibrium is found. I imagine staking will settle higher in general because there is a lockup period associated with it. What's the lockup period? I didn't know that. As a holdup FLR, it's more advantageous to have your assets freely available, which is why if there is a choice between the two and the APIs were the same, it would be logical to delegate rather than stake. Here's what I'll say to that. Look, everybody always thinks that when you go do something, delegate or stake or provide liquidity, everybody thinks all of a sudden now you got to be 100% in on that activity. You don't have to be 100% of your FLR in delegation. You don't have to be 100% of your FLR in staking. Who says you got to do that? You don't have to do that. You got to manage your portfolio. You got to manage it, right? And part of that management is really security. If you got the FLR on a hardware wallet or on Bifrost and non-custodial, whatever, right? You could take 10%, 20%, 30% and stake it. 10%, 20%, 30% delegate it. The other 20% is staying on the wallet, right? So it doesn't have to be 100% of one or the other. right? It doesn't have to be 100% of all your FLR, 50% delegating, 50% stake. It doesn't have to be that, right? This is part of learning about how to manage your money, right? A lot of this is new to a lot of us. TA is new to us. Managing money is new to a lot of people. Most people think managing their money is just putting it in a bank account, right? So you don't have to be 100% all in on it, is my point. That's pretty much it. APY for both staking and delegating will vary over time and meet somewhere close to the middle. If you see this question asked, feel free to share this post or alternatively give it a retweet and spread the word. I will retweet it, repost it, because it's good stuff. Happy staking and delegating, whatever you choose to do with your FLR. So that's good stuff there for the community. Appreciate you, my guy. Let me get back to the chat. Ross and Mash is in the building. How are you, my friend? Oh, let me do this thing here because this chat is not working here. I try to set that on low latency so when you guys respond back and I ask a question, it can be pretty up to date. Colin Hughes is in the building. What's going on, my friend? What's going on, my friend? Kyle T. Moore says facts. I know you're talking about Andrew. Yeah. Here's the thing I would say. Ask Jay-Z what he thinks about Andrew. What he thinks about Andrew Tate. Ask. You know what I'm saying. Man, vibes. Give me a break. All right. Colin Hughes, good to see you, my friend. So there it is. That Flash stuff is big time. It's big time. M. Evans, excellent and informative live, Siege. Always great to hear from you. Thank you, M. Evans. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate you being here this morning. Guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. We got to get this channel, out of that shadow ban thing where we want to raise to 8,000. I think we just finally started to creep out of the shadow ban thing, which is cool. And listen, I don't go by the subs. I go by the amount of work I put in. Subs will catch up. Subs will catch up. YouTube, they got the little thing going on. I'm not going to stress over the algorithm too much, but hit that like button and do me a favor. If you've been hanging out watching the Crypto Siege and you've been enjoying the Hangouts, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you know whenever we go live or whenever we upload a video. Elvin Pena's in the building. What's going on, my friend? What does Senator Lummis say? Why is Lummis wrong? Well, Crypto Eddie pointed out that she's been wrong about 3 or 4 things, like saying Bitcoin is the only commodity. Like she co-sponsors Sam Bankman-Fried's bill or whatever he proposed. He co-sponsored it. It was like 4 things that he was wrong. The other one she said was, Senator Lummis said, was the Lightning Network was safe and secure. It's just not. Just not. Devs have reported, the people actually working on Lightning Network said that it's not safe, it's not secure. So she was calling her out on that. So I was going off of Crypto Eddie's post. Are you going to do a thing? So I was going off of that. Banger? Huh? Love you. Alvin Pena says very true. So that's what I was kind of going off as well. So there it is, fam. I wanted to bring that to you guys. Wanted to hop on here and share that with you. Look, don't be bothered by quote unquote influencers like Andrew Tate. We're in a digital asset space because we recognize the technology. We recognize the big time narratives that can be executed. Decentralization. Bitcoin is a new form of money that allows for Bitcoin and other digital assets as a new form of money where you and I can choose our own monetary and fiscal policy and not have one shoved down our throats, which is what they have constantly tried to do. And the last thing I'm going to share with you guys, let me get this up, is Ripple and its partners made the top 100 financial technologies list. That's pretty cool. Financial technologies list. Here it is here. XRP Drop shared this. Shout out to you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. PayPal, number 1. Finastra's on there, Ripple partner. Ripple's number 37. And Thune's a Ripple partner is on there as well. How about that? Let me see if I can't do this. Finastra, Ripple partner. Number 4, category, banking technology, Ripple partner. Ripple partner. Ripple, there it is, cryptocurrency. Interesting. How about digital assets? Goodness gracious. How about digital assets, cryptocurrency? Ripple's mission is to create an internet of value by transforming and bolstering existing financial infrastructure. It facilitates access to payment systems for individuals and entities, revolutionizing the movement of value in a manner akin to information exchange. Indeed, there's Thunes, is Ripple partner, by the way, payments. Thunes is a B2B powerhouse in global payments, serving top-tier businesses like Uber and Deliveroo, Grab, PayPal, and Remitly. How cool is that? That Ripple and its partners made the top 100 list for Financial Technology Report of 2023. Thunes was excited about it. Thunes was excited about it. How about that? That is some good stuff. What we got going on here? Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. Listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here for sure. If you guys got any questions, we can do a quick AMA if you got any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. Any questions? So guys, check out, I'm telling you, go check out Talk That Talk Thursdays. I did a live stream yesterday. It was a late one. Actually ended up being a video. It was supposed to be a live stream, but I didn't make it public. But the video is up. You can check that out. Just kind of checking Andrew, if you will. I get what he was trying to do. I'm trying to give him a little bit of it out, but in the end, I get the pimp vibe. I don't think it's any sincerity to what he is saying, and he's certainly not accurate if all he thinks NFTs are just JPEGs. And if he thinks that just because you own crypto that there aren't any you don't have any skills at all, I think that's not correct as well. Any questions? Any questions? Let me know what's good. Yeah, let me know what's good for sure. Look, continue to hodl strong. Flare staking is live. If you're interested in doing that, I will be putting out a video a day or two about tokenization of real world assets once again, because I think it's hugely important. And probably in the next few days, I'm going to make a couple more purchases in the RWA space for sure. And I'll let you guys know when I do it and what they are without question, because the narratives are just the narratives. And I think that my guy Tyke has got it right. I think he's got it right. It's long-term play, but it just makes sense. It's one of those long-term, if you get it, keeping your money safe in that, you know, that 4 to 5 to 6% range, like we do with dividend paying cash value policies that we teach in the G-Dub Mastermind, the G-Dub Mastermind. All right, fam. Well, I don't see any questions. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here real quick. It's been a really cool hang. Elba Pena, M. Evans, Colin Hughes, Kyle T. Moore, Boston, Mass. I appreciate you guys being here. Pookie was first in the building. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Do me a favor, if you didn't hit that like button on the way in, no worries. You can hit that like button on the way out. That would be super, super cool. If you want to support the channel, you can certainly join the G-Dub Mastermind and learn how to make money during any cycle, bear or bull market. All right, guys, look, I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. Ha ha! I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.